Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots rage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers.
Why did you bring these abominations to my magnificent presence?
My apologies, Commander. I bring news from our scouts. Success. The encampment of the Resistance has been identified. It's badly defended and poorly reinforced. And Maxis Carter, is he there? He is, Commander. Their final resting place. A planet called Sarpedian 6.
Excellent. Our final victory is at hand.
This will be the rebels' last stand. They will fight more ferociously now. Ready the troops. We will attack at full strength with no mercy. But Lord Predaking, my sources indicate they left that planet. What? You were talking to him and not me? He was just being a little overzealous, sir. Oh, yes, of course, Lord Sky Lynx. Where are they now, you dolt? Well, Sarpedian 6 is also known as Spherus. They're a few light years from here. The southern constellation.
Find them. Doesn't matter. Locate their escape ship. Find them.
Search with your sensor nebula.
I will search the sensor nebula.
Yes, it makes no matter. Get it done. Yes, proceed.
Maxis Carter. I picked up an enemy scout ship near us.
Have any idea what they were looking for? Well, as Maxis Carter, I can imagine us is what they were looking for, and they found us. And I suggest we get out of this nebula. That was the last outpost we had, Maxis Carter. We can't run anymore. I am aware of that, Springer, but it's unfortunate they found us this quickly. Well, they did.
This is where we're going to die, isn't it?
We still have more time.
You still think these mad scientists are going to come up with something? We should just declare it over.
The machine can still work. We just have to give them enough time to get it running.
I think it's still too much like cutting and running. You still think your mad scientists are going to do this, but it's over. We should take out as many as we can.
The machine can still work. We just have to get it running.
I still think it's cutting and running.
It's not cutting and running. We're going to change the past to save the future. Technically, that's not quite correct. We're not changing the past. The flow of time could command that we return to the world anyway.
And save the other Night Racer, which would be a paradox. I thought it best to clarify this now that the space-time bridge is functional. Now that the space-time bridge is functional? Great. That's what I said.
Sure you want to trust Windblade and their mad scientist squad? They're creepy.
My hearing is excellent. The Cybertron scientific community are not mad scientists.
Springer, don't call her creepy. It's harder than night, though.
A talking hot topic hot rod.
She got you.
It would be a shame if you were killed in the past, Springer.
Yeah, but that'd be a paradox. Nobody's going to change anything in the past, except what's essential.
Never mind that, Springer and Maxis Carter. Tell our guests to meet us in the experiment room.
On it. What happened to them? They just went offline while we were talking. That's weird. Left them sent to the medbay to have them checked out. Our Sea and Moon Racer are out. What the heck?
Are you sure this is a good plan?
Of course it is. There isn't time to have them recover.
We'll take them to the med bay. You meet with your friend.
Okay, Windblade, but cheer up. This might be fun.
Fun, after you said what happened last time?
Well, the Decepticons shot the shuttle down.
It's not that I represented bad pilots. It's that I was a bad pilot. I don't think we could have flown the shuttle any better than you did during an attack. I think you could have. I'm not doing that again.
When those guys get going, we're running out of time. After this, we may have all the time in the universe.
Snapdragon tells me the device is ready.
So the device is ready.
Exactly. I will prepare the coordinates.
We better hurry. The primitives are onto us and will be here in minutes.
An attack cannot be far behind.
We don't have much time left. This time they're coming to wipe us out.
We must push up our schedule. The time travelers must be sent through the portal immediately.
The portal's untested and sentient beings.
Proximity buffers?
The buffers are in place. It's exactly like the space bridge on Serpedion 6. What if something happens to that buffer?
The big sleep?
Oblivion?
Your systems will shut down.
I wouldn't worry about our systems. There wouldn't be anything left of us. Still haven't gotten those things working. What happened over there? Appears that Cup is out cold too.
I'll have to take him to the infirmary now.
There isn't much time. You should probably take everybody to the escape shuttles. The ones that aren't going on the mission should go to warp on the Titan immediately.
We want to make adjustments to this thing and not run into our other selves.
That's what the displacer cloaks are for.
None of this makes sense.
Not much of it does anymore.
The devices are ready.
The buffer's installed. That's the last one. Good, but we don't have much time left. We should choose sides and take off. Salter Magnus in the shuttle bay. The rest of us are aboard. How close is the Pred battle fleet?
The Pred battle fleet will arrive shortly. They consist of the remainder of the armies. What army is that?
The remainder of the Legion Maximo and Centurio Cybertron armies. Oh great, they joined up with Sky Lynx. We gotta speed this up, Rod. This bridge has never been tested on a ship, sir. Well, we're gonna test it right now. Who's ever going with me, let's go.
It's not much of an empowering speech, sir.
I can throw in a Till-All one if you want, but we don't have time. The Robotex will lead with the Titan and join you later. Now, you'll be Plan B.
B for what?
I don't know. Fills me with such hope for the future, Rod.
Well, I suggest you turn that thing on now. We have little time left.
Activate the transport bridge.
Where to?
The Sol system, Cybertron.
You gotta be kidding. That's light years from here.
They're attacking. They just hit the bridge. I got better things to do tonight than die. Well, guys, let's go. It's time to ride in style. The bridge unit is activated. The Predacons have detected our space bridge and are targeting their weapons on this section. How long till impact? 5 seconds? Warp speed now. Where, oh where is Max's card? You blasted him and his party out into space. I do not find that answer satisfactory. Quite right, yes. He is lying. How would you know? The duality of me detects the duality of you. Well, what the heck does he mean by that? You're not just Hot Rod. You're Draconus Prime, leader of the Crimson Order. What? Impossible. My mechanisms are far beyond your limited mind, Shockwave.
Either that, or he just guessed.
Yes, false Night Racer.
What? I am Night Racer.
No, you're not.
What? Are you trying to trick me?
Nice try, Waspinator.
Waspinator? You must have me confused with someone else.
You haven't figured out this guy's crazy or slow on the uptake. Yes, by your definition, Ultra Magnus, it is crazy. What are you guys gonna do with my friends and I? There's only a few of you and more of us. Foolish Autobot, there are more of us behind in the fleet.
And you trust your Leech Maximo and Centurio allies?
Don't try to trick us with Psycho Battle. Where did your friends go? To Robotex? I don't know, they split. That is not who I'm referring to. I think he knows that. He's just stalling. Well, that's just Prime. What? Impossible. It appears the Centurio fleet has turned on the Maximo fleet and is attacking us. What? Why would they attack their own faction? But you were attacking your own faction. It's not the same thing. Cybertron's retreat. Alright, I want to know what the heck just happened. Well, Ultra Magnus, Sky Lynx's forces went to warp.
Yes, but who is responsible for saving us, and why?
I don't know, but he's on his way here. Optimus Prime and Alternate Megatron?
Working together?
This mission just got even weirder. I am Generations Optimus Prime, but I seem to have forgotten all of you. Forgotten us? What's going on? The fierce battle between the Liege Maximo and the Liege Centurio left many of the officers with amnesia. Yes, but even though we did not understand our factions, we got out of there before Unicron blew himself up.
And Sky Lynx was scared off from you for some reason?
We do not know why, but something inside him made him run. The Generations Megatron, before he was destroyed, imparted a gift to me. Yes, but Wrath no longer exists, but part of it exists in us. Wrath at Fantasy Planet? Well, that'd be dangerous. Sky Lynx possesses the Matrix of Creation. We must get it back. It is a danger to the entire timeline. Perhaps even the multiverse itself. So this isn't a multi-user shared hallucination anymore. Haha, no, this is real. But Prime, how are we going to get to Cybertron to stop Sky Lynx? That is where he's headed. And the others who escaped through the space bridge are in great danger as well. Yes, it is fortunate the Dark Matrix also has its uses. We do not need to use that. Yes, we happen to have FTL space bridge technology as well. Sure to remember that stuff, huh? Yes, bits and pieces. Our ancestral home was Cybertron. We must defend it.
So you're saying you represent the Leech Maximo and the Leech Centurio?
We do. Yes, the power fell to us when the others were killed. That means together we need to stop the mad Sky Lynx. Then let's do it. Till all are one. Yep, and we'll be the backup plan. Humans, you may be in danger. After what we went through this year, nothing will stop us.
Very well then, we appreciate the help.
Cybertronians, prepare to roll out.
A dozen light years in seconds.
Whoa. What a rush. Well, we made it to Cybertron. Now we're going to have to assume our personas. Well, I've got Decepticon symbols on me, so I play Snapdragon.
And I'm not a lion, but I'll play Red Wing. I'm Misfire, a Decepticon. I'll play an Autobot. What happened to her?
Time jump must have been too much. I can't just leave him here, Springer. Dude, you can totally go on without us. We'll be alright. Well, okay then. Let's go find other Cybertronians. Yeah, that won't be hard. Emergency in character. If cloaking fields wear off, they'll be able to tell who we are. I want to know what you've done to Megatron. Tell me or I'll pulverize you personally. I didn't do anything, but why are Springer, Sandstorm, and Alita here collapsed? Ultra Magnus look to reinforcements. Why would they be coming from that direction? What is the meaning of this? Decepticons with Autobots. Max's car, a Windblade. I thought you were coming from the other direction. We can explain, but we didn't expect to see you here this quickly either. Someone had better explain what's going on.
If we had counterparts here, they've deactivated for the time being.
That's weird. Weren't some human envoys showing up here too? What have you done with Megatron? I can explain. Megatron, is that you? Of course it's me, and then some. Something happened to you during the Maximo and Centurion battle. Yes, the other Megatron was slain in battle, but I survived. Well, not exactly the Cybertronians who left here some weeks ago. Yes, the timeline changed around us, and we had to change it back. Nonsense. It's true, I would never cooperate with Max's car. He would with Ultra Magnus. That's weird. We can't let Sky Lynx run roughshod all over the universe. The cataclysm of him taking over could affect the timeline for generations, leading to an Andrax resurgence. But where's Wrath now? Well, it's a long story. He's destroyed, but part of him is in safe hands. Well, if Sky Lynx is crazy and there's no Wrath and no Unicron, then we are in trouble. We will have to cooperate. Yes, we must find other Autobots and put together an army.
You're kidding, right? We can't stop them.
I wish I was.
It's a team together to save us all.
Dude, bogus. This sounds reasonable. Let's roll. All right, Autobots, let's head back to base.
Any side effects from the proximity to them? Little tingling sensation, that's all. Well, you can't fly without a wing. How long has that been missing? Quite some time. I have to roll on the ground.
I'll be alright. Imagine all the people. Dude. Living life in peace. Yuck. Or fate punishable by death. Or let the Decepticons follow us back to our base. Doesn't seem we have much of a choice. Besides, they know where it is. We can't let them run around loose with just anybody. Well, yes, we'll keep an eye on them. How's that for confidence? Shush, they have no reason to trust us. Besides, it's all confidence, that's all. I assume you all know the way. Let's all sort this all out back at Icon. Let's move out. Yeah, let's move.
It's beautiful here.
It should be. Me and Mini Grimlock wish to meet the other Hot Rod. What's the deal? RC's here and the others?
In Cup's unconscious body. It's good to see you again, Springer.
Yeah, Moonracer, sure.
I'm afraid it's more complicated than you think, dear.
What do you mean by that? I am Chas. What? That's impossible. No, it isn't. When we brought him here, chasing you guys through the space bridge with that Titan, one thing led to another. What do you mean by that, Hot Rod? Some of the Femmes awakened, but they weren't themselves.
The other Night Racer had 2 sparks, and now Moonracer does. Oh, really? As you can guess, it's complicated.
We definitely have a great deal to discuss. I see.
What's that, Springer? Don't embarrass the rest of us. Windblade. Yes, Red Wing, I see you have arrived.
You can question her later, and I want to know where y'all came from.
Allow me. It seems our leaders were occupied, but they are telling the truth.
We're dimensional travelers. We believe Sky Lynx will come here and destroy the Transformers as we know them.
And I thought such travel was impossible. Your perspective is limited by context.
She called you Max's Carter, but what happened to Dragonus Prime? There was a crash where he and Sport were killed, but not their sparks. The sparks were passed to us by Alpha Trial. You both had the creation matrix? It was torn from us, stolen. That's why we're here to stop the uprising. We can't allow these things to happen. Why are our people passing out and reawakening randomly? We still haven't figured that out yet.
A paradox from our transport here. Still feel discomfort and pain. It's torture, I tell you. Torture.
Sure, some reintroductions are in order.
Should recognize little old Chess.
In Moonracer's body, no.
I'm Misfire.
Me find all of this fantastic.
Little Grimlock.
No, this is real. What do you know about us? I thought we left you just a little while back. The others died warriors' deaths. I understand. That's all we could ask. Well, we'll come back to Iacon.
I'm back. Hope you trust me.
What the heck? Sideways? Sideways, twin cast. Or you can call me Korg. Ah, shit. What are you doing with Axatron? Silly Springer, we can discuss that later. Make one wrong move, and she gets it. Why, you weirdos, why'd you come in here? Ultra Magnus, you are funny.
Well, you're not. I suppose you have other identities as well.
Yes, but the most intriguing one I like is Crystal Bryant.
Oh, great. The head of an Earth hacker cult.
She's exactly, and I'm Edward Bryant.
Now listen to these two. They're full of manure.
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I won't take foolish risks. Understood. Me not get it. If Decepticons and Autobots join forces, who they fight? Humans. The human race will shortly be extinct.
It's only a plague. Millions have died, but not billions.
I'm not talking about the plague. I'm talking about when our puppets activate World War III.
Bitch.
Earth experienced drastic changes during the uprising, but hardly in Armageddon. You're not answer question. Who enemy? We don't owe you any answers, primitive. Who are you calling primitive? You're the one that can't answer a simple question.
Easy there.
I think we're going to need some answers right away. Not everyone. We want to keep the mission unknown for obvious reasons. I want to be included. Perhaps Earth could still be of assistance. All right, Chromia, have us gather up in the meeting room and meet them there. It's Regis Maximus, my mother. It's what? Not just Regis Maximus, Sky Lynx. So there's no point in us having a separate meeting about this. We already know. And of course, they already know. Well, they have a space bridge. We can reverse that. Springer, that's not a good idea.
The rest of you know what to do. I have readings to check. I may be able to tell what's going on by checking recent security reports.
Misfire and Moonracer, you're with me. Let's check this out.
Okay, let's go.
Chromia, Korg, and Max's Carta, you're with me. If he tries anything, toss him in the brig. Ah, I never. Windblade.
What do you want?
I thought we could talk.
I don't want company, especially not yours.
What did I do to you, Windblade? Why?
I don't have time for telling stories.
Tell me the truth, Windblade. There's so much bottled up inside you, and it's not healthy.
You weren't very nice to Roxy on the planet that one time.
Roxy. It's an honest mistake. I thought she was Chaz.
What? Chaz was the Blue Knight Racer the whole time.
Really? That doesn't make any sense, but she said she lied to you. Ah.
We'll discuss this later.
Well, I sure hope so. No, it's not the time. Very well. The Primitives, what made them rebel? No one is quite sure, but it had something to do with Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx getting together. And with a version of Regis Maximus fighting and destroying Unicron.
Shouldn't you have seen some of the primitives stockpiling weapons or something?
We didn't see it until it was too late. If they're doing it now, then we don't know about it. We cannot fight without an objective. We have to know who's friend and who's foe. I would necessarily trust you if you claim to be Korg. Korg is part of me, but Sideways is too. That answer gives me no comfort. It seems the Liege Maximo got a hold of Sky Lynx and messed with him. And Liege Centurio got a hold of Regis Maximus and messed with her. There were certain other factions. Axion, you didn't want her at this meeting. What is it? His flight plan is unknown. When we left Sarpedion 6, he'd left before us. We have to find him, Ultra Magnus, before he finds us. We can't go on a manhunt through space, Max's Carta. Not necessarily. He needs to find others, and will come after us. With that ego of his, he has to find us. The Earth Space Force can add some defense crews. You gotta be kidding. The humans that aren't Robotechs, forget it. We'll add every cooperation, Sideways.
How do you know we're talking to Sideways?
He doesn't. Yes, but I would also like a favor. Crystal and I will meet with you later to discuss it. Crystal, Axion's other self? Exactly. I imagine these other sparks themselves are confusing. Hardly a sacrifice, though. During the crash, I decided to go easy on you to prepare for the hunt. You didn't know I was on that ship. He knew I was, but he probably figured you weren't far behind. That's confusing. Oh, I see, you are not yourselves. Part of Draconis Prime lives on in me. Part of Sport lives on in me. Enough of this weirdness. Discuss this later. You're dismissed. So soon? Aren't we going to plan for a hunt? Rather not continue the revelations between these two. Clearly they can't keep a secret. House meeting's done. You, Korg, are sideways. We're going to be keeping an eye on you. Oh, as you should, sir.
Meeting over.
Yeah.
Then it's about time we talked. Your office?
I don't really have one. How about right here?
Oh yeah, okay.
I had to wait. I knew I had to answer Ultra Magnus's questions if I didn't.
Well, now you have to answer mine.
What question do you want to ask?
Firstly, what's happened to you?
You only get right to the point.
I've never seen you act this way before. You're acting strangely. What's this about?
It's like I haven't seen you for years.
But what?
In another timeline, you were one of the victims of the primitives. The who? Wasted news from Transformers and went crazy.
Can you tell me more?
I can't tell you specifics that'll affect the timeline.
You tell me I died in another timeline, but not how.
I avenged you. That's all you need to know.
What kind of a statement is that? Did you go hunting down primitives for me?
I killed the one that murdered you. Except for the rest, I won't be satisfied.
I've never seen you like this.
They did this to me. They took the Matrix from me, and now I want them.
So you want to kill them all?
No, I want to prevent them from becoming crazy primitives.
So you came back here and left everyone else?
I had to. I couldn't just leave Springer alone.
Couldn't you have found a way to bring them to you? Couldn't you have tried something?
Sometimes sacrifices had to be made, and the survival of others depended on it.
So the ends justify me?
RC, if this succeeds, we won't have to watch our friends be torn apart and die.
I'm keeping you toxing to get to the Maxis card, I know.
I don't know if you'll ever be back, RC.
Must be somewhere inside you.
You're fighting to survive. I became older and more mature, RC.
Mature, there's a time you never would have said that word.
I'm still Maxis Carter.
That's no excuse for throwing away the lives of people who trust you.
I'd only be throwing away their lives if I didn't do anything to help.
You were a strong leader.
I was, RC. How can you say that? It's true.
Well, my Maxis Carter wouldn't doubt himself that much.
But RC, you don't understand.
I don't understand. I don't know how a gentle, caring leader would go moody.
All I'm going to do is telling you the truth. What am I doing wrong?
Much better listener than a talker.
To do this for all Transformers.
Hope your mission succeeds, sir.
For all our sakes.
Yes.
Concern is noted.
Kind of sound like Windblade.
Yeah, she's a real whiz with words.
Maybe we'll never know how it ends up.
Well, I think we will.
Nice talking to you, Hot Rod.
You too.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, RC.
I came to check on you.
Sorry, Windblade. Things didn't go the way I hoped.
So I guessed.
What do you mean?
She stopped me in the hallway and asked me questions. I thought you might feel worse.
I know. I don't know. It started out fine, but then she wouldn't listen to me.
That doesn't sound like her.
I don't think she liked the choices we had to make.
How could she under the circumstances?
I don't know how anybody can understand what we've been through.
Yeah, I can see her point.
They never had to put away their dreams to live another day.
Can't give them an easy answer, that's for sure.
Maybe we lost too much. Maybe I lost my objective.
Did she say that? Maxis Carter, you care for more of us than the rest of us.
Maybe. But I asked them to do something I wasn't willing to do myself.
If you thought you could have done more good in our time, you would have stayed.
Tried to stay, maybe.
I would have dragged you along, just like it did to this time.
Saving me from myself.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Careful, Windblade. You're starting to smile.
I was whiz kid, you know.
Windblade, whiz?
Just don't ask.
Windblade, what happened to you?
Same thing that happened to you. All this betrayal, loss, and disappointment.
Look around you. We used to talk about this place all the time. What did I do?
As much as you like to think you're the center of attention, it had nothing to do with you.
If it wasn't about me, you would have talked to me about it a long time ago.
The poor little leader who thinks I need a man to solve my problems.
It's nothing to do with this. We used to be friends.
We used to be a lot of things.
I just wish I knew what had changed.
Well, I stopped being naive.
We did lose too much.
Well, what I lost is no concern of yours.
Fine, that's how you want it.
Never say fine to a girl.
We're technically robots. We don't really have gender, but we're pretending.
That's not what I meant.
I know. You wanted to make this all irrelevant.
Well, it's not that irrelevant.
So about the mission, do you think they're on their way?
Oh, changing subjects, huh?
Well, they're a little paranoid already. I think they started.
I think so, too.
I'll have Misfire and the others look at it, but I'll have to meet with Sideways.
Well, that's not a good idea. I think he's a bad guy.
Yeah, but I don't think he's working for Sky Lynx. Want him to come with me?
No, really. You got this.
It's all started. We're on a guard here. We gotta do something.
Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx are probably already headed here.
Scrap. Probably.
See you around, brooding one.
Catch you later. Huh. I'll pass on your regards.
I'll meet with the others and analyze their reports.
All right. Max's card up. Yes. Windblade, I might have guessed. I suppose Max's card has told you about our arrangement.
He has.
I'll just have to get you the 4 spaceships, but now you're part of the bargain. It'll be a pleasure. Of course, we're happy to have you join us, Windblade.
I'd rather not. I have other things to do, and they're just leaving.
What's with her? I wish I knew. Well, everything will have to be explained to Crystal. You sure heard it. I'll do my best to oblige. I'd offer you some of my stash, although I don't think you'd appreciate it. The offer's appreciated, I guess. Yes, come from another timeline in which 2020 happened much differently. While Earth had a pandemic right. Too bad it took a catastrophe to bring together an alliance. The Harpers were odd, to say the least. Captain and commander of a Liege Maximo ship? Wasn't privy to that information. It's any consolation, in the timeline I came from, Earth was decimated. You mentioned a force field. In the other timeline, the Transformers erected a force field and kind of decimated the planet.
The whole planet? Come on.
They didn't research it too well. They wanted to stop the evil darkness. But Scram was killed again. Wasn't the Invid this time? No, in my timeline, the Robotics were not as prescient. But Jetfire became a prime. That's silly.
They can't actually show you that data because it's copyrighted music all over it.
Yes, it was euphemistically called The Final Adventure. Came out before Intergalactic Guardians until they realized there was a copyright on it. As it got worse, the Transformers dug in and went underground, built dimensional space bridges. The humans all but disappeared. Why'd they disappear? No one knows, but the Carter thought they were transported to the distant future too. That's what connects the incident in your dimension to ours. We all had a World Wide Web, of course. Again, eventually it would gain sentience because of the Transformers, and it would, try to destroy the Earth, so it turned off the shield. The other version of your Crystal character was different here. Oh yeah, how was it different? You adopted a Transformer that you named Gwen, but she was killed, unfortunately, in some sort of space accident. Yeah, that's right, a shuttlecraft. I mean, never to fly a shuttlecraft again. Don't be silly, it's not going to happen to us. Whatever happened to Spike, Daniel, and Carly, anyway? Oh, the humans, they're just in quarantine on the planet. Something you're not telling us about all this. Some things have to remain secret.
Well, Gwen was one of my earliest students.
I see, but you're probably the last to see her alive.
Well, she is a Transformer. Her spark is alive.
And where is the spark now?
And a new host I cannot reveal.
Even I don't have a clue.
I didn't realize how strongly I felt until I saw you again.
I still have no idea what's going on. Oh, I think you do. You just won't tell us. I think it's more like you won't admit to it.
We were so close, but then she got all angsty and abandoned me.
Was it a mission that separated you?
It's possible.
I could tell you all about the Crimson Order, but I probably... Oh, I'm receiving a message. I should answer it. Excuse me. I see. I see. I see. I see. What? You? Not you?
You have revealed too much, Father.
What? What are you talking about?
You're coming with me. Predacons terrorize. Take him away. I'll deal with Mother later.
Your partner's been gone quite a while. What happened to him?
Probably wandered off to talk to a girlfriend or something.
Okay, whatever. I know it must not be easy to talk about some of these things. I think they can change now that we know what to watch for. We can save Gwen. Yeah, about that.
Now that we got that out of the way, I can talk to you for a bit. I can tell you're hurting.
Can't hide it from you, huh? Now I can tell. If Windblade won't talk to you, maybe she'll talk to me. It's strange to be back here. It's like seeing people I lost forever. Well, they weren't lost. Everything just confuses me more. Like Windblade. I saw what she became, but she refused to talk about it. Seems strange to talk about events that haven't happened in this timeline. You two got me to say too much. We got past it. Accidents happen. You two deserve a long life. I hope so, but you two deserve better. Thought it was going to work out easier, but it didn't. Sometimes we change people and our memories without even knowing it. Can't tell the difference. Maybe that's the problem. Why don't you want to talk about it? The first casualty of the primitive uprisings was RC in the other timeline. She wasn't what you expected? No, not exactly. She didn't understand what happened. I'm sure she was just frightened, Maxis Carter.
You've changed a great deal, somehow not for the better.
I was trying to change that, but she didn't understand. You created an RC in your mind, which isn't the real one. I didn't think that I changed her.
It's only natural, but nobody can be the RC you want.
You always got me. Really, sorry, I hadn't thought of you.
He's not having much luck making friends lately.
It's gonna be okay, Maxis Carter. She's gonna have trouble adjusting.
It's gonna be okay, Maxis Carter.
You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. Do you think I've changed too much? Do you think I can't fill a role that I no longer can?
I don't know about that.
You've done more than anyone ever expected of you.
You can't go back to being the Maxis Carter she knew either.
I know that. You just missed the Matrix. The prestige, but certainly not the responsibility.
Oh, you don't mean that.
It's like I took a wrong turn somewhere and just realized it. Just managing to survive is good enough. Maybe if I had other choices along the way, yeah.
This is just you looking at the road not taken.
It's been a long road getting from there to here, or down the road walking the streets of yesterday. Or... Is that Hanson?
No, I believe it's Patch Adams and Enterprise and Two Car Garage.
I sound like a junkie.
If you had made other choices, you wouldn't have been you.
I want the killings to stop. We don't want to second guess ourselves. I feel the story repeats itself in a multi-user shared hallucination.
This is not a dream.
It's fantasy. The Matrix still calls to me.
Why don't you answer it?
I didn't think I could bring myself to do it. Maybe it's trying to convince you otherwise. I can't. It's not mine.
I understand, and I have faith in you.
Ivy Bonleen, really?
Well, I am history buff.
Well, I should be going, I guess. I said too much. Thank you, Crystal. Well, it does pain me to be acting like an Autobot, so very well. This is all I can stand. What? Well, goodbye, Maxis Carter Windblade. Have a good life. Axion, or should I say Crystal? Huh? Gwen, is that you?
Here's a hint. Take her away too, but do not kill her yet. No. Crystal disappeared too. Something's going on.
I know, and I don't like it.
Thanks for telling me about the future.
Anytime. These timelines are weird.
Well, if I can't lie to you, who am I going to lie to?
I don't think either of us can lie to each other.
Okay, let's leave this room and meet the others.
By the way, thanks for listening. That's why I'm here. Okay, city speaker. Very funny. Really? No.
Greetings, Commander.
Greetings, Commander and Soundwave. What is it that you want? Why is there an Autobot with you? Any word from the others? Autobot transmissions received. Autobot transmissions received, indicating they're in pursuit of Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx. Understood.
Shouldn't we be helping them?
We're not likely to gain much support from the Decepticons for an Autobot endeavor.
But catching Regis Maximus will serve the good of everyone, if we cooperate.
We must convince Megatron that it will serve the common good. We've got to show him the danger's real enough. We had certain disagreements with the Autobots.
And to put those disagreements aside when the Empire's threatened.
We know that, but do you know that, Megatron? Do I know what? It's only idle thought, my brother. And I would know the context of the idle thought. What is it I refuse to acknowledge? If they take Cybertron, the entire Empire is threatened and we'll all be destroyed. You think I would need aid from those simpering, moralistic refugees ready for the scrap heap? But, brother, we have little choice. I do not need help from the Autobots. Do not dismiss it outright, my lord. The Autobots can provide certain targets and weapons and such. Coming in a full-scale assault is not just the two of them. A full-scale assault from what? The remainder of the Liege Maximo and Soterio on their side. And you expect me to believe your story?
These are events I cannot confirm or deny, my lord.
You want us to ally with the Autobots when we alone could take out this threat. You're a fool, consumed by your own pride. How dare you? The primitives will destroy this universe as they did in the other one. Universe? Why would I care about someone else's universe? I can't agree with all of Soundwave's methods yet. He's right. If you do not learn your lesson, the Decepticons will be destroyed. Stand down, Soundwave. We must avert the war that the primitives will cause in Cybertron. I may yet need you. Honestly, you shouldn't destroy us on the spot, even if you want to. I could slay you all, but you're probably onto something. Promise not to destroy us. I may not keep the promise.
Come, Cybertronians, we've accomplished quite a lot for one day.
Megatron and Galvatron must be made to listen. What? I am the Emperor of the Decepticons. Yes, we know, but we're not going to pull a blast on you. Of course not. We came to recruit you, not fall in line with Max's card, obviously. Obviously, this threat is bigger than both of us. I agree.
He is ruthless to the brink of insanity.
To the brink or beyond.
Isn't loyalty, it's tyranny, but we need his help.
You think it will be enough?
It has to be.
Galvatron, you seem like the weak link in any chain of events.
Much is more loyal is all. Loyalty, you do not know what that is. I'm hoping when the final crisis comes, you will act on our advice. This menace is more terrifying than us, and I intend to slay it.
If only to satiate your ego, sir.
My ego, yes. There's none matching it, except maybe Starscream. Megatron will discuss this later. I'll still be here. Excellent. I will see you later, my brother. Yes, brother. Despite what happened earlier, we must get Megatron to believe us.
Why rely on that? Why not just attack?
Megatron seems a weak link in the chain of events. I must convince him myself. Alita 1 is attempting to establish a connection.
The connection is secure, Optimus Prime.
Glad to see that you're all still together.
No thanks to Soundwave, you nearly got us killed.
There have been only minor disturbances. We are still moving according to plan. Plans will have to change. It appears that Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx are headed here. Soundwave came to that conclusion monitoring the radio frequencies. I haven't forgotten completely about the past. Some of you must remain on Cybertron.
We need to be prepared when Regis Maximus arrives.
I don't know if the contagion will spread with him off-planet, but I want to be prepared.
Understood, Optimus Prime.
I will attempt to gain Megatron's trust again, without any more setbacks. All right, Galvatron, I'll leave it in your hands, but if you need any assistance, contact Blaster. Oh, we will. Dark Mount out. Very well.
Setbacks.
They must be having problems dealing with Megatron.
Think Galvatron will be able to handle him? He's used to you now.
If anyone can, it's Galvatron.
Yeah, if he convinces him and the other Decepticons, if.
I take it you're not pleased.
Too much of our plan rests on the shoulders of a madman.
I suppose you have a better idea?
You know what my idea is, and why are you looking at me like that?
It's nothing. I told you we can't harm anyone here. It'll affect the timeline.
And there are other ways to remove somebody from the fight. Not permanently, but long enough.
I trust Galvatron. We'll decide when persuasion has failed.
Well, things can happen in unpredictable ways.
All right, you've made your point.
All right, we'll start an all-out war, but only as a last result.
That is not what I meant. We're not going to start a war. Yes, sir. The guards found Twincast, or Sideways. What's left of him.
I see, and what about Axion?
Presuming she's dead too, but we can't find her yet.
Have you found out anything about all this?
Not yet, but it could be a Quintesson plot.
Because Sky Lynx was created during the Quintesson era?
Yeah, exactly. An accurate summary. Is something wrong?
No. Being in here just brings up memories.
What about you? I hear you've been using your old lab.
The other timeline Night Racers, yes.
Oh yeah, you're from the Bay timeline.
All the stuff lying around, I can only imagine the collection of junk in yours.
Yeah.
The other Night Racer was killed earlier. There's only me left.
Night Racer, there's more to you than meets the eye.
If I could roll my eyes, I would.
Damn it, what happened to you?
That's irrelevant, Springer.
To the Inferno with Redlands. When did you stop talking to me?
Long time ago, Springer, but there's no cure this time.
Isn't that why we came here?
I can't change my past. I can't change what is ahead. You understand.
Does that mean whatever we do, it'll be the same when we get back? Does it? I wish I knew. I'm sorry. We can't hope otherwise. Hope is for the best. Prepare for the worst.
Always, but have faith. Besides, changing things for them is enough.
Can we gather up some primitives?
I suppose, but we cannot hurt them. Good luck finding Regis Maximus.
I understand.
You called and I answered.
Hi, Red Wing. Enjoying your stay?
Yes, sir, I almost forgot what we were fighting for, but it's good to be home.
Well, if you're relaxing so much, you probably don't want to hear about the report from Darkmount. Darkmount? Yeah, I got a call from a guy over there. Typhon or something. I forget. You're so much a little tease, Max's car. Little? What are you talking about?
I also carry the spark of Firestar, who was older than you.
Noted.
You gonna tell us what's going on with Megatron, or I'm gonna have to kick your ass?
That'd be in good company. Just spill it. All right. After you guys left, Megatron and his ilk were in intense discussion.
I have to do the mission one way or the other.
The mission can't fail, obviously.
It's odd to think that if we change the future, none of this will happen.
We have to win, no matter how much this hurts us personally.
I know, I just wish we could have more help.
I know, he knows that. He'll never be on his own. None of us will. I read you loud and clear, but it's a mess. We have to trust that some things will happen because they must happen.
Well, I'd like to believe that. Just so Regis Maximus doesn't take over Cybertron.
I am with you.
Forgive me, but you didn't just call me in for an update, did you?
I want someone on a mission to capture Sky Lynx. I want you to lead it.
And I thought you were going to give me something hard to do.
Don't underestimate the mission. He could be dangerous, and he will be hiding.
Yeah, Maxis Carta. My job seems easier when I love my work.
I take it you accept the mission. With pleasure. Good. The Space Force has provided a shuttle, but I don't trust those guys. Should use a Robotech one instead.
Assigned to it? And a crew assigned to it?
I'll let you know.
And I'll let you know if you need help fighting the primitives.
I think they call them Predacons here. Huh, makes sense. This time everything will be different.
Not in a good way or a bad way.
Strange that some things are the same and some things are different.
Like when part of me is Firestar. I can remember that.
I think Firestar's still with us in a way.
Forgive me, but why don't you use the power of the Matrix?
Even though the Matrix is here, call to me, I'd rather not yet. And why is that? The altered Sky Lynx would be drawn here even sooner. But you don't want it? This timeline is not mine to take.
I don't think you're settling for just Maxis Carta. I know you better than that.
I know the Autobots are looking up to using the Matrix, but I'd rather teach them other ways.
Okay, better not argue with the expert.
Hot Rod and I are connected to the Matrix. We can't just take it if we feel like it. I understand. When I first opened the Matrix, I didn't know what was going to happen. I wanted to feel right. I understand that too. Good. Now I only have to explain that 100 more times.
You know, it's kind of like before with all the nosy Autobot busybodies.
Starting to sound like Megatron. I hope not. All right, Red Wing. Let us know if there's anything you need.
I will, Maxis Carta. Talk to you later.
Springer, Night Racer, can I speak to you too? I was just telling her about the Petro Rabbit story. Again with the Petro Rabbits? Yeah, and how Megatron was involved in that one. Lucky them. What's up, Rod? I just want to know how your reconnaissance is going and how the others are reacting to it. For the most part, they're friendly, but don't know how much the primitives actually know us. You think they trust us? Mostly, yeah. I think those weird guests were making some of them nervous, but we don't know what happened to them. Well, we did find Sideways' body, but we didn't find Axion. There could be Quintessons among us using displacer cloaks. We have detectors for that. Make it a priority to scan vulnerable areas. If it comes to battle, though, we have to be ready.
But aren't we here to prevent the battle?
I hope so, Night Racer. I guess so. I don't know if we can avoid them, though.
I guess you're right.
Speaking of battles, what have you done about the first victim?
Huh? I do not understand.
I meant, what have you done to prevent it? She doesn't want my help.
Excuse me, who are we talking about?
Never mind, Night Racer. Long story. You're right. I'll do what I can. Good. So heard from Bunny Ears?
You know he hates it when you call him that.
I don't see him here, do you? Yeah, we heard from Darkmount earlier. They're having trouble convincing Megatron. Lucky, only a minor squabble then. Exactly, and we have a few shuttles ready to go look for Regis Maximus.
Can I go with them?
Why are you so anxious to get away from me, kid?
Ugh, only if you keep telling me the same old stories.
Maybe I should go with you.
Just to make sure I don't cause trouble.
Stop fighting, you two. We need you here, Night Racer. Good luck till that. What are you off to now? Windblade wanted me to examine a primitive. Good luck with that, too. You'll find a way to cheer her up. I wish I could. I know. What news, Maxis Carta? The problem with Darkmount has subsided, and we will be sending a search party shortly.
Have you two found anything?
Except for excited levels in their brain, I would say not much. The cause and method of transmission are still not known.
We need Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx. They were the original carriers. All infected prisoners were sent to an unknown island on Earth. Yeah, Macross Island.
Ah, you weren't supposed to know that. Thanks you guessed. Remind me to not play poker with her, Max. Just saying, Rick, you're really bad at cards.
Other primitive Autobots and Decepticons. Beasties, basically.
They don't call them all Predacons, do we? I mean, you could choose a name for the other ones. Why don't we call them the Maximals? That's silly. Why not call them the Rickimals? Because Maximals don't sound as dumb, sir. I suppose. They can name them Maximals after me. Maxis Carta.
You gotta be kidding. I hope they don't do that.
There's still a problem of what to do with the factions on the planet. We can't just keep them incarcerated for the cause. Not if we have any say in whatever our commander-in-chief would do anyway. That's true. It's not like there's 70,000 of us left and I'm the one in charge, like in that other Robotech timeline. That wasn't a Mary Sue. We must find out what's affecting them and treat them. Many of them escaped. We're probably going to join up with Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx.
I agree, but we can't allow them to run loose either.
That's enough for now. Good work, both of you. You might want to take a rest.
I also would like to take a rest.
And who will guard the primitive?
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Windblade, I didn't know you were still here. I know.
Did you require some assistance?
No.
Then what is it you want?
Windblade, we need to talk.
I have much more important things to do.
You'll always do, but it's the leader's job to decide which prerogative takes priority.
I would advise you control your obsessive compulsion.
I'm not obsessive. I'm concerned, that's all.
Well, I'm truly touched by to survive this long without you.
I care about you even though you've driven everyone else away.
Pretty words, but the time for being friends is over.
Why? What happened to that?
Maybe I was tired of being your best friend without having one in return.
I think you do care.
And you push, and you push.
I push for the truth.
If you cared so much about me, you would accept who I am.
The solution is just too important to me. You're important to me.
Females don't solve problems, they talk them out. Why are you doing this?
We've all seen the same things, but something's changed the way we've seen them.
I haven't lost myself. I've grown up. I had to.
Being here reminds me of what we used to be.
Zeders are still like shells with ghosts in them.
I've seen life in you and you're surprised.
I told you, I don't need men to care for me.
I want you to start caring about yourself again.
Fine, you're the expert.
I don't want to be right. I want you to talk to me.
I stopped being naive.
Naive? What?
I did trust you, but that's over.
What did I do?
Nothing. You did nothing.
Darn it, Windblade, I'm just trying to understand, and you're taking us around in circles.
If you cared about me, you would have asked a long time ago.
I did. But this is the first time I didn't let you bully me away until I got a straight answer.
This is going nowhere.
Only because you're not cooperating.
And it's not going to. It's not bullying, it's logic.
I'm going to wait a few million years. We don't know what's going to happen in this timeline.
Speaking of wasting time, we didn't come this far to start patching old wounds.
Then what is it?
Your pink friend.
RC, what does she have to do with any of this?
She's more of a person to you than I was.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going to throw something at me like that and leave.
Aren't you full of surprises?
You're surprised that I wouldn't let that kind of comment go?
You've always let me go before.
I'm not going to settle for anything less than the truth.
The truth is that I was always there for you.
Can't let another friend die, even in another timeline.
You missed her?
I loved her, Windblade, but Springer did more.
I loved you, but I did what I had to.
Why? Why did you have to set yourself away?
Do you think I'm proud of what I am?
Do you think she'd be proud of me and what I turned into?
How should I know it's another universe?
I'm not sure, but here we have a chance to fix it.
Maybe the universe doesn't want to be fixed.
I don't know if I could live with the ramifications.
The ramifications of what?
Without you or without her.
So it was me. I am bi, but I didn't want to believe it.
I also buy, but I wanted to believe it.
Actually, I'm not that into males.
You lied about that, too?
It was you, but it wasn't your fault.
Not my fault.
What have we become?
When did this all start?
When Crystal, also known as Axion, died.
First time or the recent death?
The recent one only reminded me of the other death.
What did she tell you about me?
Her parting words, leaving me, were, take care of Max's Carta.
Sounds like something Draconis would say, but I know he's in Hot Rod.
And you love him way more than you do me.
We were all friends. We took care of each other.
But she was right.
Of course she was. Draconis and I were intimate.
Now I can see how far along you'd go without realizing it.
Realizing what?
So I can't blame you. You like the Blue Knight Racer, too.
She was the other partner. Dang, we're polygamous robots.
Somebody told me we were not really gendered, but we were just playing a part.
He struck a chord with me I didn't realize was there.
As did she.
I think that gender pretender thing is wrong. It's not a choice.
Well, I can't blame you for being confusing. I love you too.
What? You do?
I'm not sure how else to say it.
I'm pretty sure that was clear.
You don't have to sound so horrified.
Horrified? No.
What else do you call that priceless reaction?
Maybe surprise would be a better one? Surprise. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
Not on purpose.
But Windblade, how could I have done things differently? I didn't know.
Of course not.
You're the one who kept this from me for years, you know.
Well, there's no point in it when you couldn't put aside your perfect pink vision.
Being kind of racist, aren't you?
Sorry about that.
I loved her too, Windblade, as I loved Springer and the others.
I tried to say something all year. There just wasn't time.
But then what happened?
At first, I didn't want to believe my thoughts about it.
I never had a chance to say goodbye.
Do you think it was easier to stay quiet?
I'm sorry.
I was going to do it once on that planet, Sarpedian, back there.
I do remember the planet, but we crashed and forgot a lot.
I felt so close to you. I thought if that was going to be the right time, this is it.
We were hiding out on a cruiser ship and didn't want Draconus to know we were there.
Because it would have alerted the Primies, yes.
I discovered Draconus was just playing along like everyone else.
Just as I looked up, you spoke the words of Arcee's name instead.
She was on the bridge.
You'll always miss her. I look at it that way.
How could you do this to yourself because of that?
Just seemed better this way for both of us.
You mean in the past year you couldn't have come up with any alternatives?
After a while, I suppose I quit trying.
It's time to start trying again, Windblade.
You didn't come here to see old wounds. You wanted to go spend time with her. Go enjoy.
There you go again. Let me decide what I want, okay?
I lived with this for a long time, though. I don't want things to change.
You're more important to me than you know. Want me to make it for lost time? It's not so easy for me anymore. Let me try, please.
But I'm not used to this.
You said what?
Caring, that kind of thing.
Then let me remind you.
We have so many other things that have to be done.
Together?
But what about...
Let me worry about that.
Do I have to make a choice?
That's weird. You're going to use your sense of humor at my expense.
Seems to be a natural place to begin.
You may as well. I'm not letting you go anywhere.
Oh, really?
You know, Crystal was right.
I already knew that. My problem was not being able to say it.
You know what's odd about her is she thought I changed RC in my mind.
You did do that.
Because Windblade, I didn't realize what I needed was right here.
I couldn't stand in Max's Carta. I couldn't ruin my friendship with you.
I'm so sorry.
I know that now. I guess I wasted lots of time being afraid.
There's no reason you have to keep wasting time, you know.
What can we do now? Sometimes we're bi and sometimes we're straight.
If that's true, are you going to treat yourself this way in what little time we have left? No, but you... No, don't use us as an excuse.
I want to stop living this way.
Then I'll help you try.
Think you feel the same way about me?
I don't know. You took me by surprise.
I know. You need time. I wish we had it.
But Windblade, I'll always be your friend. I'll always be there for you.
Nothing can change that? Nothing?
Besides, I've had a lot of practice taking care of you.
Taking care of me? What are you talking about? It seems the other way around.
Your memory must be flawed. It's good to have you back, Windblade.
Or at least on my way. I think I have some apologies to make.
Yeah, the girl. Well, yeah, the girl.
Oh, but I shouldn't have treated her that way. Hope it's not too late.
Maybe Raksha can help somehow.
Rakshi's here?
Yeah, she got off the ship with us, but I haven't seen her since.
And she still thinks Night Racer and I were angry at her for the incident on the planet.
Sarpedian 6?
Now she got drunk on one of Terravec's spaceships.
Really? I shouldn't laugh.
She revealed state secrets to Liege Maximo and Centurio.
Ouch.
She also got sure shot killed by them.
What a downer for this party.
I suppose she needs to learn from her mistakes like everyone else.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Or changing our destiny for the better.
I'd like to think so, but it might be too late.
Maybe it'll be worthwhile in the end.
I hope so.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later, too.
You're a little too tall to do this before.
Did you overhear some of that, my darling? Yes, they're very weird. I agree, they're very confused. It's a good thing we are not. Just think in the other timelines we were mortal enemies. Oh, not anymore. If they can change destiny, so can we. Yes.
Is that an illusion? I'll show them an illusion. It's when history slips by your fingers.
Robotech and Space Forces team report they made contact with the asteroid.
Understood. EDC team removed to coordinates Alpha. Scanner showed the area was clear. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Bringing her about. What in the inferno was that?
I see him. Can I shoot now?
Fire at will, battleship.
Yeehaw! All sensors show we're being pursued by Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx.
How could we have missed them?
Never mind that. Assume your battle stations. We should contact Max's god. I should go out there. We could have 2 targets for him to worry about.
No, you shouldn't do that.
I could go with him.
No, we need you both here.
Blasted Iacon, come in. We have engaged.
Notify the rest of the fleet.
The fleet is engaged. Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx.
End of transmission.
Did you capture the coordinates she transmitted?
Affirmative, sir. Get them to me. I should go out there.
Are you crazy, sir?
If Megatron comes and shoots you first, you won't be any help to Firestar. Soundwave, give me the coordinates.
It's not a good idea, sir.
Yeah, the bridge, Soundwave. I'll be in contact with you. There may be no need for you to leave. What do you mean? Megatron is hailing. Oh, really? On screen. What are you trying to do, Galvatron? Regis Maximus the Titan and Sky Lynx are a menace to Cybertron. Oh, so you're going to help the Autobots. I have come to witness this strange behavior. If Regis Maximus can accomplish his time travel trick, we all die. At least that's what the Autobots told you. You're too big of a hurry to ask your permission, sir. You, Galvatron, you dare to defy me. I'm not defying you. My mission is more important than either of us. The decades have not been kind to us, and I will not be either. I didn't ally with the Autobots for my own sake. I wanted to save Cybertron. How do you even know the future? I am not. You're eternally connected, and you know I'm right. The Autobots have been filling your head with nonsense. What if it isn't? I will make that choice. He hung up. If we hit him hard enough, we can destroy him. We're going to capture Sky Lynx.
Sky Lynx, finish the Robotech shuttle.
Blah. The ship can't take much more of this. We gotta rescue the Autobot ship. Snapdragon, put us between them and Sky Lynx. Yes, sir. Yes.
The Autobot ship's losing hull integrity.
Target Sky Lynx's eyes and fire.
Look out!
I'm riding on this hunk of ship out here. It's not like they're gonna hit me. Oh, they hit me. Back off.
What's going on?
I think the Decepticons saved us. Yes. Well, that's weird. Secure the Autobot ship and get the crew off there. We are being hailed. This is Galvatron, second in command of the Decepticons.
This is Red Wing, current commander of the Crimson Order.
Huh, I thought you people were extinct.
We all will be, unless we can fight those two out there.
It appears Megatron will not be so pleased with our discussion.
Does he have to know?
The Centurio humor. Huh.
Yeah, some of my crew needs medical attention immediately. We should return to Cybertron.
Very well, we will escort you there. And my commander will not shoot at you when we land. Ultra Magnus, second in command of the Autobots. I should have known. Yes, you should have. We'll see you on Cybertron.
Blaster.
You just left a scream.
See you, Liocon. We're returning with our guests.
Yes, ma'am.
Bring them in so I can go to work.
The Decepticons saved us. This has been a weird couple of days.
Are you injured?
Only my pride. It means mentally unfit, yeah.
Your leg appears to be damaged.
Oh yeah.
You saved me. You saved the ship.
It's the least I can do for you.
Why is that?
I'm not really sure, but I have this feeling.
Oh, I see. Perhaps you're malfunctioning.
That's what Megatron thought.
Just the fact that they let you guys in here is different.
Well, things change.
You're doing anything to save me, huh?
I lectured Megatron about loyalty and saving Cybertron.
I bet he didn't want to hear that.
No, he did not. We're different, all of us. What I told the bots to be, stronger. Strength is not easily found, my friend. The price is vigilance.
I forget the rest of you don't know me as I know you.
Ah, the parallel universe, yes.
What if this, instead of being a sideways universe, is we're living in the sideways universe?
For almost a year.
It's possible.
I never thought you'd be the type to call someone friend so easily. I forget also how I didn't know you as you knew me. Well, as long as we're together. Just don't say we're all in this together or something. Yuck. Oh, never.
It's where we're from. You can't imagine what we lived through.
Should probably fix any damage my troops and I have, and we should go.
I understand. Well, let's get the rest in here and start working.
You won't believe this, but Megatron and his troops captured Sky Lynx and threw him outside the city.
Really?
He's badly hurt. He's a mess.
We should tend to him then. Stay here. We shall triage the other Autobots that were injured as well. Very well, I will go.
Very well. I must go too. We shall make sure he's not dangerous. Megatron's kind of ticked off at you. Thanks for the tip. Uh-huh. So they captured Sky Lynx, but Regis Maximus is still out there.
And I should inspect him. Should take him apart and dissect him.
But we don't do that. We're Autobots. We're not going to do that. That's kind of nuts. She shouldn't go alone. I offered to go with her. But I see, but this is an Autobot matter. It's a Transformer matter, sir. The Regis Maximus and Megatron out there are not sure what we could do. They're bringing in another patient. Oh no, it's little Grimlock. Me not little Grimlock. Me king. I think he's got the equivalent of a fever. He's got the virus. He's got the virus. You must quarantine him. Decepticon. What Decepticon doing in here? It's one of those recovered from the fight, Grimlock. Me Grimlock no care. Me crush Decepticon. He would do that anyway, but he's not himself. Grimlock needs to calm down.
Might I suggest some overcharged energon from Sarpedon 6?
He's got to be quarantined. He's one of the primitives. Me not Predacon. Me Dinobot. Yes, we know you're a Dinobot, Grimlock, but you're not well. Me fine, bah. Is there any chance we can get infected?
We don't know enough about it to know if we could.
Then we could all be screwed right now. Me Grimlock eat virus. Want me to restrain him? Nah, we got this. Suit yourselves. Windblade, if you go to see Sky Lynx, bring a guard detail with you.
You think that'll be necessary?
Oh, definitely. Hold Grimlock here. Me Grimlock not go. Me Grimlock not go. Me Grimlock not go.
Sky Lynx, what do you think you're doing?
My dwellers have spread to every corner of creation. I think he's gone nuts.
Well, that's a rather apt psychological evaluation. We must get through the creation matrix within him. And I can't help but to think this is deja vu.
My choice. 2 destinies or more.
Is he the Regent or the Korg or what?
Don't be absurd, Red Wing. I'm not Korg. No, we are not those invaded we pretended to be. But you will never know what we were. Predacons from another timeline have taken over Sky Lynx's mind.
If that's true, then we've missed something. I can't convince him. What was I thinking? I think he wanted to come here to change the outcome of destiny. What are you talking about, RC?
Oh, we are the children of the shadow. We slayed the Regis and the Regent. Uh-oh, make sure the force field stays up. Uh-oh, increase power to the force field. The force field, it's down. You cannot change this reality. It is too close to yours. Rawr, Predacons, attack. Feed.
Oh no! It's like deja vu. Yeah, but I don't think I was supposed to be here.
Destiny.
No! No!
That didn't even cause a scratch. Oh no, Sky Lynx is out.
Oh my god, he ate Windblade!
You mean I prevented RC from dying only to get Windblade eaten? Louie.
Predacons terrorize.
You do realize how outrageous your story is, don't you? Red Alert and I weren't sure you could wake up. Chief of Security, but I was. I noticed my access codes don't have quite the same effect they used to. Well, I didn't mess with them. I would have asked you to change them myself, but now I don't have to. Now that I've seen wacko Sky Lynx break out, I kind of trust the story. Still up to you to believe me. I do. Primish knows why, but I trust you. Yeah, Cup.
Before the power went out in the cell, the energy readings were off the charts.
Big enough energy readings to hide something?
Another cloaked being, perhaps?
I found this near the cell. What on Cybertron is that? It appears to be Cybertron technology from the future. Time travel. It gives me a headache.
I scanned Sky Lynx to see why he was behaving that way.
And what'd you find out?
Although the virus was present, it was a mutated version. Either the virus is mutating or he's from another timeline.
Or we're from another timeline? Well, technically.
Except the energy doesn't match you guys either.
What does this energy match?
I still haven't figured that out yet. What? Alpha Trion?
You were not the Windblade, I remember.
Of course I'm Windblade. I'm the Windblade from my universe.
Ah, the space bridge walls have made a mess of all of us.
Uh-huh. Am I dead?
To the point, not yet.
Well, news to me being swallowed and spat out by a Puma robot.
Yes, that's different. In fact, it was not your fate.
It was RC's fate, wasn't it?
In one timeline, yes, I'm afraid so.
In another timeline, Max's Carter was called Masochistic Prime, and he killed her.
Ah, yes, I remember that one.
But RC and I changed him in this timeline.
Yes, it was not his destiny either.
So what happens next?
They must figure it out, but the key is not where they expect.
How can we warn them?
You can't. I'm afraid that destiny lies with your stepdaughter.
But she's gone bonkers.
That's not even the virus talking. She's just crazy.
Oh great, so the future of Cybertron might depend on Rakshi.
Or her preanimates.
Her what?
Ah, they will figure that out shortly. Sir, I just received a bizarre message. Oh yeah? From who? Regis Maximus. No, put it on screen. But he's loco, sir. I know that, but we have to find out what he's up to. Might be a way to save Windblade.
Max's Carter, you are doomed to fail.
What? How can you say that?
You cannot stop the inevitable. She will bring out the destruction and chaos of worlds.
What? Night Racer? She's dead.
Maybe he means the other Night Racer. I think he means Windblade. How can he mean Windblade? She got chewed up and spit out.
I do not prefer to Windblade, no.
Progeny, perhaps, her stepdaughter?
Oh, come on, Rakshi. Haven't figured out he's crazy, man. I don't know.
You cannot stop the inevitable.
He's not the Regis. He sounds like the Regent.
But the ship's called Regis Maximus.
Well, they're both weird. They're more than weird. They're murderous.
Cybertron will be obliterated, but not at the hands of the Inman.
You pretended to be Tricheon Sentinel, even though you defeated Unicron. How can we trust you?
We have not earned your trust. I take it we will not.
I wonder what he wants.
It's what Sky Lynx and I already possess.
And what is that?
Sky Lynx's attack on Windblade was a distraction.
Distraction for what? Who's missing?
Oh, you'll find out, but it may be too late.
Blip, blip, blip. What an asshole. He cut us off.
Gotta find out who they stole.
Cup, I'll get on it. Figured out which ones were taken? Unfortunately, yes. Okay, which ones?
They are signaling.
Me, Grimlock, say we went to our own destiny and join Regis Maximus. Yes, he will be the true leader of the Legion Maximo. There's no easy way out of the Legion Maximo cult. What the heck? What's wrong with you guys? Dude, they're brainwashed or high. I would know. I wonder what Regis Maximus has done to their minds. We fight for Protus. We fight for Predacons and Maximals. Yes, a part of us will be called the Vok. It is very clear to me now. You either negotiate with us or don't. I'm not going to negotiate. It's too late for many of you already. Yes, the purge has begun. The herd mentality will destroy you. We can't do this. You need to come back. Take it or leave it. Regis Maximus say we go. We leave Autobots alone for now. Oh no, it's Sky Lynx. Yes, all we want is our freedom from you. Freedom from us? What's he talking about?
It's gotta be the ailment talking.
Sky Lynx, you nearly murdered someone. You're not well. That's what you all say to convince me not to strike. Dude, where are they? They're a few miles outside the city. Do not try to track us. Oh, okay. What happened to the security detail over there? I stepped on most of them. Oh, damn. Goodbye. Do not come after me. When next we meet, I slay you. They're gone.
Medical team reports Windblade is in trouble.
On my way.
Do we know anybody else that's a whiz with medical stuff?
Hey, Rakshi is a natural, but I haven't seen her lately. Find her and send her to medbay. Yes, sir. I will find her.
Under the circumstances, my helping out is probably a weird idea. Found her skulking around out there.
I don't care if she was skulking as long as she can fix her.
Well, I can try. Where did she learn how to do that stuff? I learned to do it because of my past host.
We'll get to it then.
I have to stop the bleeding of the energon flow. Okay, now we have to begin the regeneration of some of the damaged material. Regeneration technology? Magnus, the funny plastic thing with the light on it.
Oh, okay.
I managed to stabilize her injuries, but the other cascade failures.
Her body's falling apart.
Yeah, possibly. Continue the regeneration device. Seal the wounds in head and torso area.
How serious is it? Kid's gonna pull through. It's been a long time since anyone's called her that. Well, she wasn't going out of her way to be friendly to us either.
Still try to be a big kid, huh?
Ah, the days of reckless youth. Maybe being back here's loosened me up just a little though. Nah, Springer, enjoy it while you can. No rest for the wicked, eh?
Ah, cliches.
Not that I had anything to do about it. We're gonna tighten up security, no telling when they're coming back. I doubt we'll get any argument for the rest of the Autobots. I hate to ask this, but did she at least get something on him before, we couldn't tell, it was all too quick. Ah, she'd be mad, thinking about all the time we're wasting worrying about her.
But you decided to take medical lessons from Rakshi.
She's not even a doctor, what's she doing? When you're right, we're right. What is going on between you two? Sorry, what? But she's acting strange, and you've taken point by the door and haven't left it. Come on, Springer, she's been mauled, it's terrible.
Where are Blur and the others?
Or actually called a medic for them. So, what's going on? Nothing's going on that isn't obvious to everyone. Great Primus, she told you. She told me what? How she felt about you. What you know? You said it was nothing when it wasn't obvious to everyone.
You two were best friends, of course it was bound to happen.
Normally I'd like Draconus too. Hey, don't blow her cover. It's too late for that. You really had no idea. I thought you were ignoring it to get over with it. You had to distance yourself from us. I had to be a better leader. I'm not blaming you. I thought it was all connected. Well, it wasn't.
You just had no idea.
No, I didn't. And then what happened? Did she say something? She could possibly be dying. Which does mean this timeline diverged already. You look back at her again. I don't think this is the time or place to talk about it. Rakshi, what is Windblade's condition?
She will recover, but she will need extensive work to her exoframe.
Her body's badly damaged.
The medics will do what they can, sir.
You're not going to help him?
I am a Predacon. Although not infected, it would be ridiculous for me to continue.
Predacon?
I am from an era further in your future, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Why not?
I have dealt with many spies from my time period, but I should be thrown in the brig.
Oh, great. You murdered some of the spies without being infected. Oh, Primus, that's horrible. We'll have to put you in the brig. I dealt with them, yes. I'm afraid we're going to have to put you in the brig.
That is to be expected, sir.
So, where did you come from exactly?
I don't want to explain that yet, sir, but know that we were neutral. Aren't you infected with a primitive virus?
Perimeter alert, Decepticons in sickbay. Oh, scrap. It's Megatron.
I trust you have been having a happy conversation with one of my old partners.
Let me go, Megatron. I may put you down permanently. Megatron, what's the meaning of this? Your cluelessness amuses me, Maxis Carter. Don't tell me the Decepticons have the cure. If only to profit from it somehow. As much as I want to destroy the Autobots, I don't want to destroy all of Cybertron.
So you have an antidote, Megatron?
Yes, unfortunately, the Constructicons were brutally damaged trying to get it, and won't be joining the fight. There's gonna be a fight? I'll have to test it on some of the most recently infected.
Megatron, how can we trust you actually have it?
You don't know, so let us test it. How are we gonna do that? We set a trap for Regis Maximus and Sky Lynx right outside the city. Yeah, I guess the Decepticons would be good at setting traps.
And actually, the break can wait for now. I hate to see you miss it.
Yes. Autobots, Decepticons, roll out.
Tripticon smash puny ship.
I mass shifted, so there.
Tripticon flattened dropkick ship.
You cannot prevent the inevitable chaos that will reign.
Fortress Maximus here. Fortress Maximus intervene. Ah, me primitive, me go mad, huh? No, you are pretending. You are not infected. Activate the antidote depositing drones. No, me Tripticon fine. Activate the cure drones.
You won't stop me. You won't stop this. I do not concede.
No. Isn't it a little excessive to bite him in half? Yes, but it's funny too. Just distribute the drones as well. My head is clearing, not mad anymore.
My goodness, I feel like I had some of that weird stuff from the ship. Can a robot require black coffee for a hangover? You can thank me for coming up with an awesome cure idea. That wasn't him, it was a team effort.
I thought there was no I in teamwork.
I think that's no I in team. Mighty Megatron, it seems we're all right.
The creation matrix fell out of Sky Lynx over there.
What happened to me? What happened to me, too? Now that Sky Lynx is broken in half and mass shifted down to size, we can eat him. You're a sicko. You know that, right? Yes.
This creation matrix is not the one you had. It's a copy.
He's using like a false one. It messed him up.
Yeah, apparently he's doing that.
Now where'd that plague and all that come from? That wasn't us. It was one other person from the future.
Yes, Galvatron.
You may indulge them. Their intelligence is limited. Well, that's not true, but okay. Foolish Autobots. I would have gotten away with this if it hadn't been for you.
Ah, I thought I imprisoned you.
I escaped. Me Beast Mix, break her. Nah, Beast Mix, put her down.
Okay.
Wow. Now capture. We found him all. We found him skulking around, but now he's friendlier now that the cure zapped him. What a mess. Ah, what a mess. I had to do this for the glory of my universe.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to prevent the Transformers from uniting.
You're as devious as any Decepticon. The other Night Racer would be proud.
The Velocitrons I knew were wiped out in the wars.
Maxis Carta, I'm sorry, I didn't mean all the things I'd done.
There was a space virus.
But I wasn't infected.
Maybe Warren didn't know it.
No, I totally deserve to be put in a space jail.
Heroic, ridiculous melodrama.
Look, this bitch is completely outnumbered. We should just beat her. That's not the Autobot way, Nightbird.
You cannot stop the inevitable destruction of all Transformers. Why do you hate us so much? It ended. My generation was scorned and sent it away. They ended.
Now she hopes to end us. She's crazy.
Ah, you're one to talk. You're from my universe, too.
I'm not from the Velocitron universe. I'm from the Bay universe.
So-called Bay universe that you named after a human.
And then there's a Transformers Prime universe that isn't really a Prime universe. She's just stalling, but why?
The more we delay, the quicker my Titans will come to crush you. Does she mean Regis Maximus? I'm kind of confused.
I, Redwing, carry the spark that can destroy you.
Aha, sure, you'll not destroy me.
But I will. I've waited generations to stop one like you.
What's the point? The Shrybat planet and Velocitron are dead.
We can rebuild elsewhere.
For this to go forward, my time must end.
Time will not end here for us.
Don't you see, it's an endless circle of pain and suffering, loss and rejection.
Your Titan Scorponok isn't coming. Fortress Maximus stopped it.
No, surely not.
It is over.
It's never over. We will win victoriously. She was making too much sense.
Well, that's just prime. No, robbed of the chance to finish her myself.
Windblade, what's going on?
I'm not sure. I was in the med bay, but now I'm not.
Well, if you disappear like she did, I want you to know that I care about you.
Oh, I know. It was better this way, darling.
Also, bye. I love Rod, too. You really mean that? Yes. That's destined galactic chronicles by ancient astronauts that wish to be loved beneath the stars. You're my shooting star, baby.
Okay.
Well, ain't that special? Whatever happens now, I know that we're together. I know. I'm leaving, but not conceding. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what that was about. I don't care. The story's pretty screwed up as it is.
What do you know? Bay Universe Transformers that love each other. Romantically sappy, but a far better ending than the storybook version.
Don't spoil the moment. Brother, what made you change your mind about destroying the Autobots? Now, this timeline is better than the one we left. Why not stay around for a while? Huh. I know you usually have a witty comeback at this point. Life finds a way. I can't take it anymore. Oh, there you are. Yes, welcome to Regis Maximus. Oh, got torn in half, all things considered. Not bad for getting wrapped in half, but this is where we started. Hooah. Everybody thought I was going to come Optimus Primal, huh? Nah, Beasties is probably a different timeline. Yeah, this is the Space Bridge timeline, and now there's no more signs of the robot plague. Actually, it's kind of a multi or shared hallucination. Yeah, but this wasn't a dream apart from wrath or anything.
Why do you guys bother painting that? It's going to get paneled over later. We just thought it would look cool. Yep, and I'm on probation for having killed some Transformers.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Wrong show. Don't you usually say Transformer and roll out? I did. I would, but the entire season, we haven't said it and actually done it.
It would be utterly cruel not to transform and roll out now, wouldn't it?
Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! Your ship, you say it then. Autobots, transform and roll out. Alt Transformers MUSH. Alt Transformers MUSH may continue. Transform your day into an adventure. 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 Dun, 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 dun.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots rage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers,